Ladies and gentlemen, the CTDF Fantasy Football Show is on the air once again, and welcome to November. Is it a little bit cooler outside where you are? I know
It's
down
actually
here.
gonna be it's actually gonna be 70 degrees for 5 days, so nothing like
Yes,
November.
yeah. Some of us are actually getting warm weather in the afternoons here in the early part of November, but hopefully it's good where all you people are. Thanks for making us part of your week, however you're watching, wherever you're watching.
hmm
We have already arrived at week 9. I mean, time has flown so fast. I mean, it's almost just seemed like only yesterday when this season just got started, and now we're already in week 9. Some teams are pretty much pulling away from the rest of the pack, while other teams are seem like they're just in reverse or in neutral. But we're here to help sort things out. Tim McClellan here, my buddy John Flynn over here,
Hey, hey,
my
hey!
fellow my fellow Texan Adam Oliver down here,
hmm
and in this corner, the Georgia guy himself, Mr. Andrew St. Clair. Um, kind of surprised that our commissioner John Natali and our defending champion Will Medina is not here, but they may show up, and when they do, well, we'll just bring them on in because that's the kind of people we are. So, after 8 weeks of competition in our league, right now looking at our standings, our overall standings, we have a four-way tie for first place in the league, and that includes our defending champ Will Medina. That includes Cedric Weatherspoon Jr. in his first season of playing with us. We got Adam here, and we got Andrew. They're all at 6-2 right now. Actually, me and Flynn are tied with a record of 5-3 in the
Yeah,
league.
yeah, because I beat you last week.
Yes, you did, and may I say, well done.
Thank you.
We have Nels and John Natali at 4-4. We have Marty and Spencer at 2-6 each, and we have Mark at 1-7. And well, congratulations to Erica. She finally won her first match. Yeah. So she got her
Yay!
first win. I, I was I was
What did
hoping
she
she would.
beat?
Who did she beat last week?
It was Marty.
Oh, she beat
Oh
Marty.
yeah,
So she beat Marty for her first win. So no one is going to go winless in this league. I mean, at least I'm happy for that. So let's right now go to
yeah,
go to
and the reason Erica won is because she got 21 fantasy points from the Cowboys defense. Believe it or not.
yeah, that might be a little bit. I mean, some of y'all are probably thinking 21 points from a Cowboys defense that gave up all those points last week. Well, they did actually get what was it, 3 or 4 turnovers when they only
Yes,
had
that,
like.
Yeah,
that
yeah. It
Javon Diggs
includes.
had 2 interceptions and
Yeah,
they recovered 2 fumbles and they only allowed 15. They only allowed 15 points because one of their because I think they had the Cowboys offense lost a fumble and recovered. If Eagles recovered it for a touchdown, and I mean the Eagles, the Cowboys really had a chance, but at least for Erica's part, the Cowboys defense was the best fantasy defense in the league last week.
Yeah, the way they've been playing. I mean, 4 takeaways last week when they've had only 3 takeaways all year.
And
Just
that's to show you how awful the NFC East is.
right, right. So right now, currently, in our league right now, as we go into week 9, I have John Natali in a matchup He's got two people playing right now, and right now he has 4.5 points. I have yet to score, but right now he has a projected total of 153.7, while I have a projected total of 121.7. And speaking of which, for a strange reason, I'm not able to add or drop any players to any of my teams in my leagues. I have three leagues here at ESPN.com, which we play our league in. And for some reason, I can't add or drop any players. All I have to do is just shift them from the starting lineup to the bench. And I still got a couple of spaces that I need to fill up because there's a couple guys on bye weeks. But anyway, current matchup with Flynn and Andrew. And it looks like Andrew is way ahead so far. Got two guys playing, and Flynn has one guy playing right now. Right now, Andrew is currently holding on to a 37.0 lead over Flynn with 3.0. And
most of those points are tabbed to Aaron Rodgers, who is tearing apart the 49ers defense.
As I was telling Andrew right before we went on the air, it is Aaron Rodgers just being that bad man. And so far, he's done a good job of that. So right now it's a very close projection for this matchup. Andrew's at 159.1, Flynn's at 154.9. That's pretty close right now. Anyway, Erica's going up against Spencer this week. Spencer already has 10.8 points, and Erica's yet to score. Spencer has 142.9 projection to Erica at 130.8.
Yeah, and the 10.8 points have come from Aaron Jones, who is back from his injury this week, and
back from his injury, and I'd say looking pretty darn good so far. Mm-hmm. And we got Nels going up against Cedric. Cedric already has 21.4 points, and Nels has 1.3. And the projected total for Cedric is 174.4, and Nels is projected at 144.2.
Yeah, because Cedric already has 23.5 points from Devontae Adams. So
Devontae Adams. Yeah. Yep. Then we got Mark and Marty going at it. Right now, Mark has only one player that's currently playing right now. No points yet for either team. Marty is projected 123.3, while Mark is at 111.8. And then we have Will going up against Adam. No score as of yet. And Will has 171.3 projection, and Adam has a projection of 136.4. Yes, people, we have Thursday night football going on right now. And right now, with about just over 8 minutes left in the third quarter, it's the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. And right now, the Packers are pretty much taking it to the 49ers right now. They have a score of 21-3, and it looks like Aaron Jones that was Devontae Adams just caught a catch, and he's down at about the 1 yard line. So it looks like the Packers are going to punch this one in for another score. By the way, as we go into our picks, I actually predicted a final score of Packers 35, 49ers 17. Flynn, how did you see this?
Yeah, I was on a similar that my score 30-21, so I had the Packers winning and covering. The Packers were 7-point favorites.
Okay.
And this was a rematch of the NFC Championship game last last year,
Yes,
and
it
I thought
was.
this was one of the games to circle when the schedule came out, and it turned out not to be.
Yes, and we just have a score. Touchdown Green Bay. Another pass from
Yeah.
that bad man. And who is this? This is number 83. Valdez Gatling or Hatling, whatever. But anyway,
Something
so
like that.
okay, so Adam, Andrew, I guess y'all went with Green Bay here.
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Yes.
did. It's Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Yep.
Marquez Scantling. Okay.
I predicted Green Bay to win.
Okay.
Kittle out, Jimmy G out, and Kittle out.
Man, it's bad. It's one thing to have Jimmy G out, but when you got George Kittle out, ooh, that is
Yeah.
a painful loss
Yeah.
right there.
I got to recall what I said last week. I was here last week, but I knew that there would be if when I found out that the quarterback of San Francisco was out with an injury, I said, Green Bay, it's going to be a slobber knocker. Green Bay just could destroy San Francisco. I'm sorry, my family there, but you're facing the cheeseheads of Green Bay for once. Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, might as well enjoy it while we can. So, while we give constant updates for this Thursday night matchup, let's go ahead and go into Sunday's games. 1 o'clock Eastern games begins in Atlanta, where the 2-6 Falcons will be hosting the 3-4 Denver Broncos. And Flynn, to get us started, the Falcons are 4-point favorites in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons to win the game. I'm going to take the Denver Broncos.
Uh-oh. I think we got some issues.
Got some audio and video
Are
problems
you there?
here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're having kind of have.
Yeah. So
yeah, go ahead.
So this is a 34-31 game to me because I think Julag is going to put up a lot of points against the Falcons defense, but the Falcons actually aren't coached by Dan Quinn anymore, and they're playing so much better than they were when Dan Quinn was the head coach. So I think that this bodes well for Atlanta. I have them going to 3-6 going into the bye week, but after Atlanta's bye week, they have the Saints twice, they have Tampa twice, they have Raiders, I believe. So it's going to be a really tough schedule after the bye week.
Oh, yes. And speaking of bye weeks, before we get too far into our picks, bye week teams this week, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Cleveland Browns, the Los Angeles Rams, and those filthy Philadelphia Chickens. So those are the teams that are on the bye week. So for all you fans of those teams, you'll have to tune in next week so we can talk about them. So Flynn has got the Falcons for Sunday. Adam, what do you say?
Well, I think it's gonna be kind of a close match, but I believe that the Denver Broncos will take this one.
Adam going with the Broncos on this one. Well, I say that a change of coaching has done some good for the Falcons so far this year. In fact, they had a little bit of a loss last week, but I see they could they'll shake it off just like Taylor Swift, and they'll get a victory here. They will take down the Broncos by a score of 31-20. So, Andrew, these are your boys. We got.
I remember Super Bowl 33, the last time Elway stood up before he retired here. He destroyed Atlanta. Uh, this is crazy. The team I used to be with against the current team. I think the Broncos are gonna go 500 in this one. I think it's a close one. I'm gonna say 28-20 Denver.
Ooh. So he's actually going with the Broncos. So it looks like I think we have a split decision here. So we'll see how that one goes right there to Atlanta as we now shift over. Very, very intriguing matchup here. We got the Seattle Seahawks going into Buffalo to take on the Bills. And Flynn, the Seahawks are picked by 3 in this one. How do you see it?
I could not have circled the Seahawks fast enough. The Buffalo Bills have been playing like a below average team the last 4 weeks. That they had a 13-point spread against the Jets. They couldn't score a touchdown. They were playing against a terrible Patriots team. And they barely won and had the benefit of Cam Newton fumbling the ball. This to me right now. Bills are 6-2. This is Seattle 6-1. This is my lock of the week, Tim. This is the lock of the week.
Wow.
Seahawks 35, Bills 17. I think the Bills are going to get crushed.
All right, boys, you heard it. Lock the Seahawks for Flynn here. Thank you. Adam, what do you say?
Well, it's going to be kind of a close game, and I'm sure that the Bills got everything together, and I know it's going to be a close one, but I do see the Bills defeat the Seahawks.
Ooh, that sounds like an upset special if I've ever heard one. Ooh, Andrew, what do you say?
This is one of the games of the week. Personally, I feel Russell Wilson has been a 9-1 career record against the AFC East. I see this one actually going into overtime.
Ooh.
Oh,
27-21 Seattle.
wow. Seahawks and Bills going to overtime. Sounds interesting, although I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But I see a close game myself, but not necessarily overtime. I am going to take the Seahawks, even though the Bills are going to make them work for it. Seahawks 28-24. But, I mean, the Seahawks are going to win the NFC West, and Buffalo will pretty much win the AFC East. But I see the Seahawks taking this one here. And now we're going to go to Music City, where we got the Titans at home, and they will be taking on the Chicago Bears. And Flynn, 6.5-point favorites. The Titans are.
This was the single toughest game of the week for me to pick, Tim. I mean, because you look at the Bears, and the Bears clearly have quarterback issues with Foles and Trubisky. Foles will be the starter again this week, but as bad as the Bears have been offensively, they've been as great defensively, and the reason that they're 5-3 is because their defense has kept them in so many games that you can't forget about their linebacking core, which is phenomenal with Khalil Mack, Danny Trevathan, your former boy Robert Quinn up there doing a lot of damage for the Bears defense. But I do think Tennessee's going to win this game. I think they're going to go to running the football in the fourth quarter. I think that they have a game plan which they're going to pound the ball in the second half with Derrick Henry, and that'll be too much for the Bears to handle. Give me the Titans to win 24-21 over the Bears.
All right, Flynn is taking the Titans, and Adam, who are you taking?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Titans, and when we go over to fantasy moves, I just made a little acquisition change, and for my team, I have dropped one of the backup wide receivers for the Buccaneers, and I've got swooped up Mike Williams from the Chargers. We'll make a little change. With that in mind, I'm gonna say the Titans will win this one.
All righty, Andrew, what do you see in this one?
I agree here. Tennessee has won the last 2 out of 3 games against Chicago here. This one's also a close game here. I think this one's going to go down to the fourth quarter. I see Tennessee holding it and maybe during the last minute. I'm agree with Flynn on this one. I'm also going to say 24-21 Titans.
Okay, sounds good. And I'm going to make it 4 for 4 for all of us. I say the Titans are going to take this one. Derrick Henry had kind of an game last week, but I say Derrick Henry's going to bounce back. He's going to give me some points. Y'all remember I drafted him first overall pick in the draft. I shocked everybody.
Yeah,
and you actually look good doing it.
Yeah, I thought he would swoop up Mahomes.
It's not because the consensus was Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley would be 1-2, but both of them have been hurt. So
and now they're both gone for the season. I mean, who would have thought that?
No, but McCaffrey's coming back this weekend, but Saquon is out.
Oh, so Saquon is out, but Run CMC is coming back.
Yep.
We'll see how that happens because it seems like he's pretty much been the energizer buddy for the Panthers in that game or that team. But actually, I'm going with the Titans over the Bears, 30-20.
Yeah, and like for the specific quarterback wide receiver rather from Tampa Bay, I got rid of Scotty Miller and I put in Mike Williams for my change.
All right. Now we are going to talk about got an NFC North matchup here. It's the Minnesota Vikings playing host to the Detroit Lions. Game is in Minnesota, and I don't see a line on this one. Flynn, do you have a line for Lions and Vikings?
Yeah, Minnesota is favored by 4.
Minnesota by 4. Yep. All right, Flynn, go.
All right, so similar to the Atlanta-Denver game, I'm going to take the win. I'm going to take the Lions with the points. I think. So I think this game is just a matter of which the the Lions defense is far less trustworthy than Minnesota's, but Minnesota really showed some things last week when they went Green Bay and took down the Packers in Green Bay, which is a very job security. Mike Zimmer's job security, excuse me, and I think Mike Zimmer that his job is on the line. I think he's going to get his team ready for So give me the Vikings to win 23-20 over the Lions.
Okay, Flynn with the Vikings, and Adam's going with.
Mm, Yeah, I agree with Flynn. I believe that the Vikings will win, especially with the news yesterday with Stafford. He's on the reserve cough list yesterday with the news. So I think that's probably gonna hurt the Lions. So I think the Vikings will have a field day.
All right, I got two for the Vikings. Andrew.
I am going to slightly change this here. I think this one is going to be a squeaker, and I do mean it here.
Wow.
Minnesota's won the last five straight games against Minnesota here. The Vikings are having problems here. They're 2-5 against 3-4 here. I'm gonna put this as a squeaker. I'm gonna say 14-13 Minnesota over Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That sounds like a tasty squeaker right there.
That's right, folks. 1 point. 1 point.
Well, I don't really see much of a. This one's not going to be much of a squeaker, even though I am saying that. I think you might as well go ahead and give Dalvin Cook a nickname. Call him Butter because he's on a roll, and I see him having a big game again. The Lions are now with Matthew Stafford on the COVID-19 list. I don't really see much of the Lions here. This is my lock of the week. I'm locking the Vikings over the Lions 30-21. That is my lock of the week. And a quick update on the game so far. Right now, about 2 minutes, 1 second left in the third quarter. And it is still all Green Bay, 31-3. This has been a slaughter so far. So once again, let me put this up for all of you. The 49ers are getting 86th. So, so I guess this one's pretty much over. I guess I don't really have to watch the rest of this game. Give it to Green Bay again.
It's a slobber knocker at this rate.
Well, thank you, good old JR, for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, the 49ers are getting whipped like a government mule.
Good God Almighty!
That's probably why Will McGinn isn't here.
Green Bay.
As God's my witness, they're broken in half. What do you also used to say? The 49ers are running like a pack of scalded dogs. All right.
Enough WWE for now.
Yes, enough of that. Yes, JR, greatest broadcaster of all time, hands down. Let's or as Conan O'Brien would say, cool down my babies. And let's talk about this next game. Ravens and Colts. Very interesting game going on in Indianapolis. The Colts are the home team. Ravens are picked by 2 Flynn.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Colts to win this game. I think Lamar Jackson. The Ravens pretty much did everything right, beating the Steelers on Sunday except for the turnovers. But if Ravens play the way they did and clean up the turnovers, that they should be fine for this game. But yeah, I think Jonathan Taylor going up against that Ravens run defense is going to be a pain in the neck. So I think the Ravens will win this game 28-23.
So Flynn is going with the Colts. Adam, who you got?
Well, I think I have a feeling that the Ravens will bounce back for a win. With that case, I'll take the Ravens to win.
Very, very interesting. Andrew, who do you got here?
Yeah, this, this, this one's gonna be good. Both teams were 5-2. Indianapolis 6-0 at home versus Baltimore all time, including the playoffs here. Oh man, this one's gonna be close here. I see it's a one touchdown game. 28-21 Colts.
All right, so we got 2 for the Colts, we got 1 for the Ravens, and I guess you could make it 2 for the Ravens. After that loss to Pittsburgh, I say Lamar Jackson is going to be mad as hell, and he's just going to let his actions speak louder than his words. I got the Ravens pulling out the victory by a score of 38-14. So, but keep an eye on those Colts because they're a little bit more of a surprising team than what many people think they are.
Yeah, I had the Colts making the playoffs preseason, Tim.
Oh, yes, you did. I remember you said that. I remember that. So, it's looking pretty good so far in Indianapolis. Right now, we now go to one of the one-sided games of the week, which we think will be one-sided. It's the Carolina Panthers heading to Arrowhead Stadium to take on the defending champion Kansas City Chiefs. Arrowhead's going to be rocking as it always is, and the Chiefs are 10.5-point favorites, Flynn.
Yeah, this closer game than people. Game, I'm going to take Carolina at the points. I think this is not going to be easy. This is a classic for Mahomes and the Chiefs. I like the idea of the vibe that's going on in the Panthers locker room. That even though they lost at home to the Falcons last week, they have a ton of weapons offensively with Curtis Samuel, Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore. Robbie Anderson's been a top 10 receiver this season. They're getting a big energy boost with getting Christian McCaffrey back. And I think the offense go toe to toe with Kansas City's offense. But who do I trust more in the end, Teddy Bridgewater or Patrick Mahomes? I'd rather take Patrick Mahomes. So give me Chiefs to win 30-24, but give me Carolina with the points.
All right. So Flynn's going Chiefs for the victory, Panthers with the spread. Adam, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree that I do have a feeling that the Chiefs will take the win, but not really a blowout, but just only a respectable spread.
Okay. So Adam, what do you see here? I mean, Andrew, what do you see here?
What's the spread for this game?
10.5 for the Chiefs.
10.5. All
Yep.
right. Kansas City 16-1 in the last 17 games, including playoffs here. I see this as being a laughing stock, laughing here. I'm gonna call this my laughing lock of the week.
The laughing lock of the week.
38-14, Kansas City.
My score is almost about as close to yours, Andrew. I got the Chiefs winning this one by a score of 37-17. So we're kind of close on that one. But
yeah,
keep in mind,
both of you guys. Yeah, both of you gonna be shocked how close this game is gonna be.
Well, with the return of Run CMC, that's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. And okay, next on the game is well, I guess it is our duty. We have to talk about it. It's the the 2000 flushes game of the week. It's the New York Giants against the Washington football team. This will be played in Landover, Maryland. Washington is 2-5. The Giants are 1-7. And Flynn, the no names are picked by 2.5.
I'm gonna take the Giants to win the damn game. I think Daniel Jones is gonna recover from the disaster that was the Monday night debacle against Tampa. That I like the chances of the Giants against the Titanic run of the Washington football team. Yes, Carolina's coming off its bye week, but Titanic was going to make another coaching blunder. Having played a lot of real late, I think, games the last several weeks, and the Giants defense has done a really good job with the defense. I think Joe Judge is doing a really good job handling the drama that's going on with Daniel Jones and Golden Tate. So give me the Giants to win this game 28-24 over Washington.
28-24 Giants over the no names. Adam, what do you see in this trash game?
I think it's gonna be kind of a low scoring game that I see, but I do think in the end that the Washington Generics are gonna win.
The Washington Generics. I love that name. I really do. Andrew, what do you got for this one?
Giants won the last four straight games against Washington. Not this time. 10-7 Washington. Low score.
10-7. That's going to be about as fun as watching paint dry, I guess. Well, because these two teams are terrible. In fact, all the teams in the NFC East is terrible. And speaking of terrible, probably not as terrible as the Giants and the no names. We have an AFC South matchup in Florida. The Jacksonville Jaguars hosting the Houston Texans. Both teams are at 1-6. And Flynn, we got the Texans 7-point favorites.
Hey, Tim,
Yeah,
just a moment, Flynn. Hey, Tim, you did make your pick.
Oh, my pick for the Johnson. Oh, sorry. I jumped the gun there. Anyway, I got the no names beating the Giants 20-17. Or actually, I got 20-14. So I got Washington over New York 20-14. Okay, now we can talk about the Texans and the Jags. Texans with a 7-point favorite. Then.
Yeah, the Jaguars are starting Jake Luton, a 6th-round draft pick from Oregon State, and he was the 189th pick in the 2020 draft. Remember, Tom Brady was picked 199, so we'll see if Lynn's actually going to be the next Tom Brady. But in any event, Texans 34, Jaguars 20.
Interesting there. I guess we temporarily lost Adam. So let's go ahead and go to Andrew for his pick.
All right, let's see here. According to this NFL here, Houston has won the last 5 straight games against Jacksonville. I don't know what's going on with these two teams right now. They're both having bad seasons here right now. I'm gonna say this is a squeaker. I'm gonna say 13-10 Houston in overtime. No overtime at the last second. 13-10.
So Andrew, you see a last second victory there.
Last second, 13-10.
Last second, 13-10. All right, Adam, you got the Texans and Texans and Jaguars. What say you?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the Texans will get the win.
And I will make it unanimous for the four of us. I got the Texans winning. Not going to be a very flashy game. Not really much of a game to write home about. But I'm going to give it to the Texans by a score of 20-13. Now we're going over to the West Coast. We're going to La La Land, folks. Got an AFC West showdown between the Las Vegas Raiders. By the way, this is the first of the 4 o'clock Eastern games. Las Vegas Raiders against the Los Angeles Rams, playing at that new SoFi Field.
The
Ram. It's the Chargers, not the
Rams?
Rams.
Yes, that is the Chargers.
The Rams on bye this week.
Yes, the Rams on the bye, so it's the Las Vegas Raiders against the Los Angeles Chargers. And right now, according to this ESPN, Flynn, I see this one as a pick 'em.
Yes, it is a pick 'em. So it's a really simple concept. You just pick the winner, and obviously I've been gushing over Justin Herbert for a while now, but I think that the team that had the most impressive victory to me last week was the Las Vegas Raiders. They go into Cleveland in the wind, in the cold, and they dominate the Browns both offensively and defensively, and they showed that, and they identified how they're going to win football games, that they're going to win by pounding the football and wearing down other defenses at will. This is a physical football team. This team that they won without some of their O-line starters and without Jonathan Abram, their young talented safety. So it's a really good sign for the Raiders. But I think it comes to this game, I'm going to take the team with the better coach and the better quarterback. Give me the Raiders to win by a field goal.
All right. Flynn's got the Raiders, and Adam's got who you got, Adam?
Yeah, I do have a feeling that the Las Vegas Raiders will beat the Chargers.
All right, Andrew.
I usually don't like to say the Raiders because of where I used to live, but Hibbert 303 passing yards per game this season, NFL rookie record, pretty good for a rookie. He's with the Raiders. Raiders by 2 touchdowns.
Raiders by 2 touchdowns. All right. I've got the Raiders kind of in a close one. I got them winning 28-20. So I'm going to give it to the Gruden Grinders.
Mm-hmm.
And now our next game. Pretty much every single person in America is going to make this their lock of the week.
Well, not me.
This game is going to be your Slaughterhouse special. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium. And the Steelers, Flynn, are picked by a whopping 14.
So I think before we get into this game, can we talk about how sensational it was for the Steelers not to be at their best offensively and still find a way to take down Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, because this is the type of team victory that the Steelers have been waiting to show their doubters about, that ability to go into Baltimore in a division rival. The two teams not liking each other and them just stealing that game away from the Ravens. That's such a huge confidence boost for the Steelers going into the season. But I mean, is Cooper Rush the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys this week?
I think it's either
they
going
got
to be him or it's going to be this Gilbert guy.
yeah.
I mean, whoever it is nowhere close
former
to Andy Dalton or
quarterback,
Dak Prescott.
former
Steelers 28,
Longhorn.
Cowboys 7.
Okay, Steelers 28, Cowboys 7, according to Flynn. Andrew, what you got in this one?
You know what? Texas has some good stuff right now. They have the Riverwalk. They have all the skyscrapers. They have a lot of good stuff. The Cowboys this season is not one of them.
No.
Steelers will remain undefeated. 31 to 10. 31 to 10, Pittsburgh.
Okay, Adam. Adam, I've been hearing this could probably be a trap game. Whoever said this, a trap game for the Steelers, I have to laugh. What do you got?
Well, I know the Cowboys season had not been good at all, especially them losing Prescott for the rest of the year. And we just got like I think that injury bug just kind of messed up the Cowboys season. And yeah, even though it pains for me, I've got to be realistic and say the Steelers would win, even though it pains me to say it.
I know. Well, this is basically my slaughterhouse special right here. I mean, the way that Steeler defense held on and pretty much dominated against Lamar Jackson. Best defense in the league versus the worst defense in the league. And we've got a possibility of getting our former backup quarterback starting this week because he was our backup until we signed Andy Dalton out of free agency and they let him go. So Cooper Rush could be back in here. And I got this guy Gilbert. I don't know his name. Can't remember his name.
Gabe
Gilbert.
The Longhorns in college.
Okay. Well, anyway, it seems to me that the only players on the Cowboys team that's really been making some noise is our awesome rookie wide receiver, CD Lamb, and our kicker, Greg the Leg Zuerlein. In fact, Greg the Leg has been our only scorer for the last 2 weeks. Now, don't get me wrong, Zuerlein is a good kicker, but when you're only getting points off your kicker, I mean, something's wrong and something's definitely wrong. So to make a long story short, I got the score Steelers 48, Cowboys 7.
Ooh.
This game will not be for those with weak stomachs.
In other words, Ted, you think this could be a humiliation?
It's going to be worse than a humiliation. This is going to be someone pulling down someone's pants, taking their belt, and just, yeah, it's going to be that bad. But let's go now from bad to good. We got a matchup in Arizona where the Cardinals are going to be playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And let's go. That's 4:25 Eastern time start over in Arizona, and right now we got the Cardinals. The Cardinals have a 4.5 point. Well, they're picked by 4.5. Lynn.
Yeah, and you got to give the Dolphins credit. 201 is NFL debut, but I do want to talk about the Rams' performance because I know the Rams won a bye week. That was a terrible performance by Jared Goff on Sunday. Like interceptions, pick sixes, lost fumbles. That was a game that I thought for sure the Rams were going to win, and the fact that the Dolphins are able to take advantage of the opportunities, mistakes, and burn the other team. That's a sign of a good football team. But I think when it comes to this, I just think that the Cardinals offense has something going on. They're coming off their bye week and they're coming off a huge win against Seattle on Sunday Night Football. So give me the Arizona Cardinals to win this game 30-20.
Okay, 30-20. Flynn goes for the Cardinals. Adam.
Yeah, I also have a feeling that the Arizona Cardinals will beat the Miami Dolphins, even though they had their big win last week with Tua starting. But I don't think it's going to happen again, so I feel like the Cardinals will win.
Okay, Andrew.
The Cardinals have won the last 3 or 4 against Miami here. It's going to be close for a while here into the fourth quarter. I'm going to agree partially with what Flynn said. I'm going to say 28-20 Arizona.
28-20 Arizona. It sounds like a pretty close score. I've kind of got a close score in this game too. Yeah, it was great to see Tua get his first start and his first victory in Miami. Cardinals are coming off a bye week. Cardinals are quietly becoming a team to be reckoned with in the NFC. But I've got this strange feeling that something's going to happen. Upset special here. I got the Dolphins running on Tua time again. 27-24. Dolphins get second win in a row. Tua gets his second win. Miami is my upset special of the week.
And that would be 2 wins in a row against the best division in the NFL, and they go 3-1 against the NFC West. They already beat San Francisco. They already beat the Rams. It would be something. That would be a testament to what Brian Flores has done as the head coach of the Dolphins. That the Dolphins the culture is so different from the Adam Gase disaster in Miami.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's my upset special right there. There's my hashtag Tua time again. So, all right. Now we got the Sunday night game, and I believe that this will be the game of the week. 2 of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. We got Drew Brees and the Dolphins heading over to.
No, so restart that, Tim.
Try again. Sunday night, you have the Saints against the Bucks.
What did I say?
You said something else.
Drew Brees and the Dolphins.
What?
Drew Brees and the Dolphins. Now, how? Somehow that just not compute. Let me try it again. It's Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints heading to Tampa Bay to take on Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, and the Bucks are 4.5 point favorites. So in this clash of Titans, who you got, Flynn?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Buccaneers here. The Buccaneers team the Saints saw in Week 1 is gonna be completely different. They're getting vibes going on with Mike Evans and how about Antonio Brown's Buccaneers debut this coming?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna play a role, but even if the Saints do get Michael Thomas back on Sunday on Sunday night, I don't think it'll offset the ferocious Buccaneers 1-7 that applied pressure on Daniel Jones and forced Daniel Jones to make the mistakes that he made. I think the Buccaneers have the better defense. I'll take them to win 37-30 over the Saints.
Okay, so Flynn's got 37-30 Saints. Adam?
That's
37-30 Bucks.
it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be back and forth all game. I think in the end, I'm gonna say the Saints will pull this one off.
So Adam smells a little upset here, going with the Drew Brees clan. Andrew, how do you see this one?
Oh, I agree. About NFL, two all-time passing leaders right now: Brady versus Breeze. Of course, Brady is Flynn's quarterback this week, and
Yeah, I have Brady in both of my leagues.
that's good here. I think this is going to come right down to the end here. I'm going to say, oh boy, this will be a good one here, right to the end here. I'm going to say upset. Saints beat the Bucks by 1 point, 28-27.
Ooh, holy free holies. That is a squeaker there. I mean, that is very close, but yeah, this is going to be the game of the week, but I have got Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady still has Drew Brees' number a little bit. It's going to be neck and neck. It's going to be one takes the lead, then one the other. It's going to go back and forth. But at the end, I say Buccaneers will take this one by a score of 34-30. You'll see a good effort from Drew Brees, but I think there'll be a better effort from Tom Brady. And for Tom Brady's new teammate, Antonio Brown, look on the screen, guys. I got a hashtag for Antonio Brown.
First ballot Hall of Fame
No.
talent, first ballot Hall of Fame clown. That's all.
There you
Yes,
go.
he is.
There you go.
He is a Hall of Fame clown.
Beat the new bozo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Yep.
as a player, he is great, but as a human being,
No.
he's not all there. Speaking of not all there, we go now to another one of these games. I mean, it's Monday Night Football on ESPN. Here we go, this Roger logic again. The New England Patriots versus the New York Jets. The game is in New York, and the Patriots are picked by 7. So Flynn, as I hand it off to you, I pretty much say different quarterback, same result.
So, wait, you can't necessarily rule out Sam Darnold playing on Monday night, but if that's the case, the Jets would have an edge in quarterback play. But I mean, everything else sucks. Yeah, the offensive line, the defense, the ownership, the head coach, everything. Patriots 20, Jets 10.
20-10 Patriots, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All righty, Adam.
Well, I'm in this one. I do believe that the Patriots will beat the Jets and making the Jets just a little almost locking in the number one draft pick for next year's draft.
So obviously we got 2 for the Patriots. Andrew,
And
go
that will be
ahead.
my lock of the and
Oh,
I think I'm gonna make that my lock of the week.
very
That the
well,
Patriots
very
will beat the
well.
Jets.
Very well then, Andrew.
Yeah, well, we were talking about WWE earlier, and sometimes Stone Cold Steve said, "What?
What?
Wait, what?
You gotta be kidding me! How the Jets still not have a single win? They're gonna be the number one draft pick next year. So perhaps they'll get something good, but absolutely positively not. I actually see New England shutting out New York 28-0.
Ouch. So I guess this could be. I could give this hashtag to New York Jets, maybe.
Temperature.
There's going to be. I could probably see the Jets, the Giants, maybe the Cowboys, probably in that mix. To try to get Trevor Lawrence in. Anyway, I got the Patriots winning this one convincingly, 27-7. Jets are still going to be looking for their first win, but it ain't coming on Monday night. That's all I got to say. And before we go, 5 minutes left in the game, and it's 34-10 Green Bay. So whoever picked Green Bay, good pick. I didn't think the 49ers would be this bad. I mean, I knew they were bad, but not this bad. And now that Jimmy G is out, now that George Kittle's out,
Debo Samuel's out.
I have family in San Francisco. I love my family there. I need to go back there, including a member of my last name in the NFL Hall of Fame, Bob St. Clair, was with San Francisco. But what's going on with the 49ers? They're being humiliated, and I know this is going to happen here. But don't worry. Don't fret, San Francisco.
Not even.
It's almost over. It's almost over, San Francisco. You can all go back to your bed shortly.
Right. Well.
Yeah, and not even John Lynch, who I thought did an amazing job putting the 49ers roster together that led to the Super Bowl last year. Not even he could fix the mess that is the injuries.
Yeah, John Lynch. I would say John Lynch has gone from a great football player to a great football businessman. I will say that.
Yeah, and he and Kyle Shanahan are one of the best GM coaching duos in the entire league. And
yeah, hopefully. Well, we'll just see what happens with those Niners. But right now, they're pretty much getting their butts handed to them by Green Bay, as many people expected. So I guess with that, we will close up shop. But before we do, don't forget, listen to my man John Flynn, Hooked on Sports. During the NFL season, he's got 2 podcasts. He goes more insight into his NFL picks, and he's got some other news on his other show that he does all around sports. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you can get podcasts, just look up Hooked on Sports with John Flynn. you're going to get some good stuff. So, anybody have any closing thoughts here?
Yeah, I have a closing thought here. Flynn, this is going to be a good week against you. Good luck to you.
Yeah,
And,
if I want any chance of winning my division, I have to beat you. So
yeah,
I don't want to get into the first round, but
yeah, it's going to go right. I think so. Whoever wins, it's going to be less by the difference will be it's going to be 10 points or less. I think it's going to be close. But
yeah, well,
but for those of you who miss who are happy to see that the NFL is going on right now with everything going on outside, everything going on right now in the world. Be happy about it because the people who are playing these games are doing their best to keep us entertained with this pandemic. So, thank you for doing your part.
Yes, I echo your sentiments. I echo that right now. So, I guess that's going to do it for our show for this week. We shall be back next week, and hopefully, we'll have our commissioner and our two-time champ back with us because somehow this show is just not the same without those two. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, it's great to have you guys with me, but to have Natalie and Medina with us, it's always a lot of fun. Let's see if we can get this six-pack back here again. I mean, I see 4 screens right here, but let's see if we can get that 6 back next week. So, Flynn, have a good night, my friend.
thank you.
Andrew, say hello to Irene for me.
Yes, sir.
Adam,
Well,
Adam's got to bring Adam, my buddy. We have to send up a lot of prayers for our boys.
Yeah.
Send up a lot of prayers, and we will send up prayers to all of you watching out there. Stay safe. If you're sick, don't go anywhere. Isolate yourself. The coronavirus thing is still serious. So, on behalf of John Flynn, Adam Oliver, Andrew St. Clair, my name is Tim McClellan. Thanks for watching this, everybody. As always, be a good sport and stay safe.